All right, we're here with head coach Carolyn Connett for our weekly volleyball press conference. Coach, it was a split this weekend as you played your best match of the season on Friday against Buffalo, but Akron continued its hot start with a victory on Saturday. How do you assess the week and where the team is at a quarter of the way through the MAC season?
Yeah, I assess the week that we can play really well, and sometimes we can get in our own way. And that's somewhat what happened this weekend. But impressed with Akron's team, one of the finest I've seen in a long time. And Tom, who I've known well for years, has done a great job preparing them for this season, obviously. So they're on a hot streak, and I think the MAC race as a whole is going to be as crazy as ever, and a lot of different wins and losses, and I'm not even sure what's considered an upset anymore for any of us. I just think it's going to be quite a race. But overall, we're just in need of finding the consistency we want, and as a coaching staff, we're almost to the point where we can be more consistent and truly consistent in where we play individual players. And I say that because we just had our final player that was out with an injury back to a degree in our lineup, and she can be a pivotal blocker for us. And I think when individual players have a little better feel of where our expectations are for them, then they can settle in and think about one position versus maybe two, sometimes three, which we've been somewhat training in the past just to make sure we had a competitive team with some of the injuries we've had. So I feel like we're turning a corner in a really good way, and we just have to take care of ourselves and continue to work hard, learning the opponent as they each come to our Millette Hall or as we go on the road.
All right. So we've mentioned it before, but what Avery Powell has done this season is truly remarkable. This weekend she had 25 kills in only 6 sets and made only 4 errors for a .553 attack percentage. Have you ever had a player overcome an injury history like hers and put together a season like she has?
Off the top of my head, no. It's pretty remarkable. I was concerned that she would never be able to come back and really play and make a difference. And as I said last week, I'm just so thrilled for her and our team. I'm also thrilled that our youngest setter, Louise Comerford, is finding ways to connect with her, and they're doing a great job together. And that shows a lot of trust and enthusiasm between the two of them, which is exciting. So, yeah, I haven't seen it before quite this great, and I was happy to put her up for Offensive Player of the Week. I always knew in recruiting Avery that she was very competitive, very hard worker, and had a big arm, strong wrist on the ball. And she's able to show the world that now, and I'm very happy for her and for our team.
So first up this week is a showdown with Bowling Green on Thursday. The Falcons have shared the MAC regular season title with Miami each of the past 2 seasons. And like us, they've had some ups and downs so far this year, but they are 3-1 in the MAC. So what can we expect from this year's edition of the Falcons?
I think they're well coached, and they've lost some key players, but they're doing pretty well defensively despite losing the best defensive player in our conference. They're always a good offensive team, very scrappy. They opened the MAC with a bang when you go down and defeat Ohio in Athens. That was pretty exciting, and I'm sure they earned that. Overall, we know it's a team that's going to come in and come at us. It's great to have, East Division rivals, even though everyone's your rival, but there's something special about playing the East Division because you get to know each other really well with the 2 rounds you played before the tournament. So we're excited about it, and we're excited to host them first, and I know we'll be heading back there at some point. But we usually bring the best out in each other, and I hope the officials are up for this match.
All right. So it's a split weekend as the Redhawks then make the long trip to Northern Illinois on Saturday. It's always a challenge playing in the Huskies' small gym. So what challenges will NIU provide?
Well, Ray does a good job with his team as well, and I know they had some struggles during the preseason. It looks to me they might have someone back in their lineup because when they hit the MAC, they have a couple wins, and they're taking sets off good teams, and I have a feeling Ray's going to get them there, and they're continuing improving. So never take Northern Illinois lightly because of how Ray recruits and what he brings to the program. I think they have some really good athletes, and seems like us where they're trying to find themselves a little bit, and I look for it to be a great matchup in a place that's usually kind of white and noisy and really hard to play in. We managed to get it together last year, and I hope we can do the same this Saturday. So we're looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, Coach, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.